Hi guys, my name is Mudia Marasa and I am an illustrator and graphic designer and animator. So today I just want to talk to you about growing your art as an illustrator or animator in Zimbabwe. So I've been illustrating for the past 6 years. I'm tempted to say 6. I've been illustrating since I was 19 and I'm 26 now. So 6-7 years. And in the time that I've illustrated, I've also taught myself how to animate. I've been animating for the past 3 years, and it's been a wild ride. It has been a wild ride to do this in Zimbabwe. And I thought this is a perfect time to create content about it and to teach those who want to get into the business. Okay, so the first thing that matters, let me get the light on me. It's a little bright. Okay, so the first thing that I feel matters a lot in this industry is presence. Now, you can be the best artist in the whole world and no one will know it if you don't show it. I remember a lecturer at Chino University used to say, if you're not exhibiting, then you're not an artist. If you're not showing your artworks, then you're not an artist. Because how do we know? How do we know that you're an artist if you're not showing us the artwork? So I know it's hard to get into exhibitions, into galleries, and to host your own physical exhibition, but we have this beautiful thing that everyone knows, and it's social media. That's where I'm posting this on, so you must know it. And I started off on Facebook. I remember I was sitting at home on my gap year and I thought, what else am I doing with my life? I had just started getting serious on social media, and I loved this whole posting thing and interacting with my audience. So I decided, wow, this is the perfect time. Oopsie. Give me a minute. Okay, and we're back. And I thought, this is the perfect time to do this. I just started posting everything. The good, the bad, the unfinished. I posted it all and people were liking it. And it went to a point where I was getting 100 followers, 100 likes on Facebook pages, 100 likes a day. And I got to a point where I got to 900 likes in less than 3 days, and I was counting down to 1,000, and I got to 1,000 and it kept going and kept going. And what happened was, because it kept going, people started finding me on social media and asking, Kim, can you do this? Kim, can you do that? Which leads me into my next, actually wait, I have not yet finished. So this opportunity got me to places I never thought I would get to. And it got me recognized by people who are right now, still my clients, right now, still people who make a difference in my life. And it got me my attachment job. I didn't need to look for my attachment. It got me there, it got me everything. And it leads straight into my next point. I'm trying to remember what my next point was. Forgot. Anyway, my next point will just have to be growing. You need to constantly be growing. You can't just learn one skill and say, okay, I'm done. No, it's not how it is. You can't just be done with it. I'm sorry, boys and girls. We're back. You can't just learn one skill and say, okay, I'm done. It has to be a continuation of growth. So your social media, for me, my Instagram and my Facebook show growth from the first year to the 6th year. It's been amazing growth. It's been skills. It's been everything that I've learned and I've compiled and I've put together. And I can just say it's amazing right now. Things are flowing. and I can actually see what I have improved in, and guess what? Clients can see it, especially big time organizations that are trying to hire illustrators. They want to see you innovate, they want to see your growth. It's like a sketchbook. I know if you're an artist who's done Cambridge, it's like your sketchbook, it's like your portfolio. They can see you year by year getting to a point where you've got goals. You don't stop learning. At my big age, I am still learning. I have sketchbooks and sketchbooks. Leading into the next point, please continue practicing. Give me a minute. I need to fix this problem. Again, we're back. Okay, I was saying, we're talking about growth, right? Yes, you need to keep growing. Another thing trends. It took me a while to get into this. I don't really follow trends, but I realize the influence that they have on my clients. A lot of my clients end up telling me, "Oh, Kim, this is what I want," and it's somebody else's work. But I realized that they're following a trend. There was a minimalistic trend that was going on a couple of months ago, and if you really look into it, a lot of people following that trend. It happens in graphic designing, it happens in animation, it happens in illustration, it happens in all sorts of art. What I can say is I don't really follow trends, but I believe that you should be aware of trends. You should be aware of trends, and for your own personal work, toss them aside. You don't need trends. But for commercial work, you need to know. You need to know these trends. You can't let work go because you don't know how to do a certain font. Come on. For commercial, I know I sound, oh my gosh, I can hear the child inside me crying, screaming like, "Kim, no, don't be a sellout." But I got bills to pay. I've got bills to pay. I've got a child to build. I like to look good. It costs money. So yeah, I'm going to be a sellout here and there, but I'm always going to have my own personal style that I stay true to, that I keep. And we're not changing it. But for commercial work, I try to stay ahead of trends. Another thing, know your worth. Know your worth. Know your worth. How do you know your worth? Okay. It's till this day, I find myself Googling, how much does a freelancer make? How does a freelance illustrator charge? It's difficult. But here's what I've realized. I've got a certain amount of money that I do not ever want to receive. And then I've got goals. So I try to judge myself and say, okay, Kim, is the work that we're doing, is it worth $500? Would I pay $500 for my work? If it's a yes, yeah, I'm charging $500. If it's a no, it's like, okay. Is $300 okay? Is $200 okay? How much am I willing to do this? Sometimes I find myself asking, what's your budget? So that I don't waste my time dealing with clients. And I want to teach you one lesson, but I feel like you're not going to listen to me. You're going to let life teach you this lesson, because that's what I did. I was taught this lesson. I was told this. But I decided, oh, what does he know? Or what does she know with her 10 years of experience? Life taught me that lesson. Never accept work for money that you're not comfortable receiving. That work would be the most painful work ever. I have this one story. I'm not gonna say names. I'm not gonna say anything. But this lady wanted me to do designs for a diary, and the illustrations where she wanted me to draw certain people. And I don't usually like those type of I don't like those type of illustrations. They're not really me. the little trendy boss babe illustrations. I don't really like them. So I charged her, and she's talked me down, and I accepted because I was like, oh, you know what? It's like Zimbabwean women helping the Zimbabwean woman, you know, wah. And let's just say those illustrations were a pain in the ass. They were painful to draw, they were painful to illustrate, they were painful to revise. And I delivered them, and till this day, I see her diaries. I don't see my work on the diaries. And like, for the money I received, I'm so happy she hasn't printed them out, but I'm also so mad she hasn't used them. So it's like that, my art is like, I get personal with my art. So it's like that, I charged you less than I really wanted to charge. Honestly, let me tell you how, I won't lie to you, this is how I charge. My characters are now like $30. And that's just like one character without, it's not a character development, like the whole shabam, the whole front, back, side, expressions. It's not the whole thing. It's just, you want a boy standing? You want a boy kicking a ball? That's $30. I think I charged her like 10 or 7 or something like that. They were painful. They had revisions. So know your worth. Do not let life teach you that lesson. It's a very painful lesson. Have a game plan. I want you to go on Fiverr, and look at people's art. It will kind of help you grasp where you kind of fall in, and then ask yourself, do I want that money? Does it go along with what I have invested my money in? And we lead into the next topic: investing. Don't just eat all the money. Invest. Buy something with your money that will help make your life easier. Exhibit A. I just bought this yesterday. Look at the quality of video I'm showing you with my light, my camera. Why? Because I want to be a content creator. I want to create content helping out artists in Zimbabwe throughout my journey. I'm not there yet, but I want to be there. And this is not the only thing I've invested my money in. I've upgraded my laptop, bought a brand new laptop. My animation is smooth now, shame. I changed my phone. I bought a printer. I'm pushing my way into stop motion animation, so I bought a lot of equipment for it. What else did I buy? I bought a lot of things. And this is all in a bid to up my game. I need to up my game. And that's how it is. I remember a long time ago I thought, I can do this. I can cut all the corners. Ooh, don't cut corners. Shame. Learn lessons. Learn from me. Don't cut corners. Who are you cutting them for? Because you know what's going to happen? You're going to teach yourself a lesson that you didn't want to learn. Don't cut corners. If the camera's going for $300, buy the $300 camera. I've got a lot of things I bought cutting corners and I don't use it anymore because it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Don't cut corners. I don't know how many of these lights I've bought saying, oh, I don't need all those functions. I don't need all. Don't cut corners. Save up. Buy the real deal. It will cost you more if you don't. Okay, lesson learned. Have we? Yes. Next one. Set goals. Set goals. It goes back to what I was saying, like growing. Set your goals. Write them down. Envision them. Vision boards sounded silly in high school, but they work. They work. Sorry, art teacher, they do work. They work. I go on Pinterest and I download all the little goodies that I want and all like the art style that I want to get to and the level of art that I want, and I download all of it and I put it on boards where I look at them all in files, and I flip through and I flip through and I flip through and I flip through, and I have folders that I have found in old computers and old stuff that I have, and I have sorted out throughout them, and I noticed that a lot of the art styles that I had then, I've achieved them. I've achieved that art style, and not that I'm stealing art styles, don't get me wrong, don't steal, but like things that I wanted to learn how to do, like drawing hands. Drawing hands took a while. Drawing hands took a hot minute, but here we are drawing hands. Drawing figures also took a little bit of a while. I won't lie to you, I was lazy, so yeah, but we got there. Mixing the right colors. I now have a color scheme of my own. People know my color scheme as blue, purple, golds. I like the psychedelic colors. I love psychedelic colors. And yeah, it is, I'm still growing. I don't believe I'm there yet. And I know that one day I'm going to be like, oh guys, I've got 10 years experience and my art will be somewhere else. Okay, I'm back. I'd run out of space in my camera because I'm dina kurongeka. Which brings us to our next point, rongeka. Okay, so when you take a project, when you take up a project, rongeka. What do I mean by rongeka? I'm basically saying plan for your project. First of all, never promise time that you know that I cannot do it in this time. I'm lying, but I'm gonna try and do it. Don't. Do you know what that makes you? It makes you an unreliable artist. I've done it many times, and I realized it was ruining my professionalism. If a project's supposed to take me 2 weeks and my client is not understanding that it's going to take me 2 weeks, that is not my client. I learned that because I've met people who are my clients, who actually ask me, how long is it going to take you? And I tell them the truth and they're like, it's fine. Another thing, sometimes we do tell the truth, like you think it's going to take that time, but then here's the thing, life happens, and sometimes life really happens. And the time you really thought you had, you don't have anymore. Communicate with the client. Don't kill off parents. Communicate honestly. Look, this is what has happened. It's out of my control. I cannot produce your work on time. Sometimes when I know I have messed up, I even give my clients discounts and say, look, I messed up. I was negligent. I've been irresponsible. I'm sorry. I'm going to give you 10% off of like the rest of your deposit. And kindly give me 2 weeks to finish your work. That makes you an honest person with integrity. And one thing I realized in life at my big age is that honesty and integrity is not something that you are born with. It's something that you learn and you teach yourselves, or you are taught. And sometimes you have to teach yourself that. And being someone who's learned to lie, to try and get out of trouble, to not always be in trouble, because I'm a people pleaser and people pleasers are damn liars. In my journey to stop being a people pleaser, I've learned to sometimes that some of the information that comes out of my mouth is going to make someone mad, but if it makes my life easier, that's great. So sometimes I tell a client, look, your work, I can't do it in the month that you've given me. This is the time that I can do it in, and if they can't wait longer than a month, I refer them to someone who can work faster. And I know saying that right now, I'm saying that as someone who's now comfortable, who's now kind of built up their brand. But as a young artist, if someone was to come and tell me this, if I watch this video, I'd be like, what, you just forced yourself to do an all-nighter? That is such a crazy thing to say. Kudada. In a way, kudada, yes, but then you don't know how, when you've been through it and you have forced yourself to do a project that was supposed to take 3 times as much time as you're forced to take it. That project one, all the projects that I've done like that, I don't even put them in my portfolio. It's beneath me. It is the quality is beneath me. I cannot show anyone that work. So what was the point? Yeah, I had the money was used, but then my career didn't grow from it. And it's sad saying so. So for short term, go ahead. For long term, don't overbook yourself. Don't overbook yourself. What else was I saying? Yeah, rongeka, as in when I say rongeka, is this. Set your hours. Tell yourself, I'm working from this to this on this project. Plan your days. I am one person who works on multiple projects at the same time, and I set my hours. From 2 to 3, I'm doing this. From 3 to 4, I'm doing this. From 4 to 5, I'm doing this. And it's worked. And I don't sit down to do one project all at once. I kind of take, let's say I've got 3 projects this month. I kind of spread them amongst each other. And I can do all 3 projects on the same day, just doing snippets and bits and pieces. Because here's the thing, when I come back the next day, maybe that little hat that I was drawing, maybe I have another idea on it, or maybe I want to improve something that I wasn't seeing yesterday, or I've been inspired by something during the night that I didn't think of. I come back and I fit it in. So it's been something that I've been working on. It's something that I've learned to do, to kind of plan out my days and not do a rushed job. It brings such quality to your work, and you are prouder of it. My video is now getting very long. If I think of anything else, I'll make a part 2, but for now, it's just a word of encouragement. Rome wasn't built in a day. Okay? So at the level that you are at today, be happy about it and just tell yourself, I'm getting there. I will get there. Day by day, practice by practice, always be practicing, always be experimenting. Keep at it. It's crazy for me to sit here and say 6 years has passed, but it has passed. But it doesn't feel like it has passed. It feels like I just started drawing yesterday. And it's wild because one day I'm going to look back and 15 years would have passed. I'm like, what, 15 years? We're here? So don't let that time pass you without you improving. Because 15 years may pass, but there will be no improvement. So if you put your head down and you do your work, you will see everything flow. Everything will flow the way you want it to flow. I'm hoping you enjoyed my video. I'm praying right now that the audio was good, even though I literally have a mic and I have not been using it the whole time. So next time we're going to use a mic and we're going to make this better. Now that I've got a light, I can shoot even at night. So yeah, more content. Hopefully, pray for me. Yeah, if you like this video, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and comment, share, send this video to someone you think it would benefit. Have a lovely day.